Okay, there we go. I was completely shielded, right? Miracle, okay? Because I know I was going about 80 something and my tire was flat. I must have been floating like on the side or something. I'm not sure, but I was rolling, right? I get off of the freeway, get on one of the streets there near the stadium. Now, tire flat, like you cannot miss it. And it's the front right tire. I'm flat to the bone, okay? Flat to the bone flat. Okay? Can you imagine? Young woman, right? Sitting there with an obvious flat tire. And I mean hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people just were walking by and nobody said anything. Eventually, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that all of these people walked past me knowing that my tire was flat. I'm not going to say little old lady because I'm not a little old lady. But good gracious alive, it was terrible. I said, what? I'm a woman. Are people convinced that women don't need help anymore? Are they? It was eventually some young guys. They were just so they were the funniest thing. They said, ma'am, and a few people did stop and say, ma'am, do you know your tire is flat? No, Sherlock. No, I don't know that. So they said, ma'am, do you know your tire is flat? And I said, yes, I'm waiting on AAA to come and, get me off the side of the road. They didn't say, they went to walk away, but it was my opportunity to teach the young men. Okay? It was my opportunity because the rest of them older folks, they ought to know better, right? But I wanted to teach the little young men, give them a little food for thought. I said, now listen, as they walked away and they were past the bumper of the back of my car, I said, wait a minute, wait. All three of you, come here. I just told you, see my tire flat, right? And you see me sitting here. Now it's getting dark. It's almost dark. I said, when I said I was waiting on AAA, you didn't say, do you need anything? That's the next statement, okay? You don't just leave me on the side of the road like that. I'm a young woman, vibrant and fabulous, but I'm here. Like, I could not, it was like an hour or so before that took place, because prior to that, and I mean, I'm right at the light where people are turning and going. I mean, even the cops were sitting on the other side of the street. They were sitting there for the whole time. I just couldn't believe it. I refused to have to get out of my car to go and tell you something that you obviously see. All the people going around me and everything. You didn't think not once to help the young lady? Not at all. Is that what? Yesterday, it was yesterday that I thought I found a new something on my car where you didn't have to turn the engine on to play, to hit the button, and it plays the music for a good long time, right? So I'm thinking I found some new gadget, and meanwhile, I ended up killing my battery for a minute, okay? So I had to get a jump, but I figured, well, AAA was going to take forever, and I wanted to go. So I asked somebody to help me, but he was in a rush. The gentleman was very kind. He came over, and mind you, I'm sitting there. The light things are flashing, and the hood is up. Not one person said anything. I could not believe it. Even with the hood up. Now, he had one of those carry cases. So he said, ma'am, I only got a second. He came and he got me started. He didn't even put the little bolts back in the, my car has to put some bolts back on top. I didn't even know what to do, but I did whatever I could do. And I was fixing everything up, and I'm looking around. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, my hood is up. Okay? At the gas station. It was a couple of gentlemen. They were foreigners, but hey, they just kept looking like, wow, her hood's up. Seriously? Guys, I could not get the camera because because my battery was dead. I had kept on working on my tablet while I was sitting there waiting. I wanted to finish what I was doing, and that was dead, so I couldn't take a picture. I was so upset. So anyways, I just could not believe it. I think I took a picture of one guy as he was standing there laughing and talking with his person. And I'm like, what has this world come to? I saw cops escort a young lady who was homeless. She was like she was in her early 30s. They treated her like crap. And it had nothing to do with black. She wasn't black. She's a white woman. It didn't matter. I asked the people, I said, can I please talk to her for a minute? And they gave me 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. She's got to go. You know why? Because she didn't fit the part. Sometimes I'll go to the hotels and they're my hangout spots. I've always been that way. If it's not my coffee shop, then you're going to find me, I like the big chains. I like to sit and mind my little business, right? While I do my thing. So I was told that because of how my appearance, I was good. But she got to go. And I was trying to save the day. I was trying to help. It was along with another young lady in the Starbucks, and it was so sad. I remember going out as I saw 6, and she was able to pay. Okay? Long story, we're not going there. Moral of the story, 6 cops. They weren't, manhandling her or anything, but they were walking. They were all around. So I go outside, and I'm livid, right? Because I'm thinking to myself, first of all, was anybody concerned about what she possibly was going through? Did anybody care? When every last one of you could save the day for the girl, if it was a situation, even though she didn't look the part? Really? Is that what we're doing? Really? And you know what the cop told me? Oh no, we're going to take her somewhere else. They don't want her here. She's not for here. What? I can't. All of this superficial mess. Have we lost it? We have no compassion nor concern. We manipulate people, hurt people who may be down or something. It seems like I don't remember it being like this is unbelievable. Like we are just gone, It's all about us. Everybody's just gone. An older lady can't even be on the side of the road and need a change of a tire, and it's an hour and a half, and I mean hundreds and hundreds of people are on their way to the Braves game. Are you serious? And how many men passed? I was just floored. I couldn't believe it. So we have to wake up. There's more to life. Gosh, Lee, you ask somebody, how you doing? Oh yeah, I just graduated. Did I ask you that? Did I ask you about did you graduate? I said, how are you doing? Well, my mom did this, and my mom and my sister. Listen now, look here now. Because I will keep it real with you, and I do not care. What? I don't care what you think about it. Truth is truth. That's one thing that my spirit does not sit well with: deception and lying and manipulation. Because I see right through it. I see it. I see it. I feel it. The divine tells me. I'm like, okay, I don't want to know. You know? And it doesn't matter. Platonic relationships, romantic relationships, it doesn't matter. Where we are so caught up with how we look. Some people who's listening to me right now, if God told you certain things to do, you would not do it if it made you look a certain way. Some of you out there, you would do something for someone just so that you can have a conversation about what the hell you did for someone. Instead of slipping them a bill and getting the hell on, gone somewhere now. Thank you very much. That's what the people would say. We have gotten so, and that's lost. And following the spirit, going with the flow. It's not God say something and you tell God what the Bible said. I'm trying to tell you, as an author, we write from our current perspectives. That's what we write from. Not all the time does an author go back to rewrite the story as they transform, go to the next level, have other experiences, because life is lifing it. So it is important for you to get your head out the clouds and get in it so that you can get to the game. The better off we all will be if we just pay attention. Don't worry about, what's way far ahead. All it takes, God said, just one of the wonderful things I love in this experience that I've been having with the divine is the spirit say to me, I love it so much. It's so like romantic, So the spirit say to me when I wake up, it's like I'm with the divine in the morning, all day, and when I wake up, I'll hear, you want to connect? Or throughout the day, you want to connect? It's so romantic. It's like, do you want to kiss? And so I connect with the divine and I go and I sit and I breathe. I may go get grounded and hug a tree. Sit by the water. Oh boy. I cannot do it right now. Or maybe I will do it right now. Because I'm going to have to do another video though. Because I have to tell you about my date with Prince. I know. Girl, he is gone. I know. But see, you don't know me like that. But I got to tell you something. The spirit is real. And I've got evidence and proof of what's been going down. I don't know if I'm going to do that right today. I may, but not right now because I have to get it moving. I got things to do. But and I love you guys. I really, really do. But I want us to where's the love up in here? Start paying attention. Start paying attention. And when somebody loves you, because it's really, really important. I cannot stress this enough. The entity energy. Listen. Okay, I don't want to make it complicated. How about this? Just because someone apologizes to you, it does not mean that they've done the work on themselves. That's why you guys are going to get the workbook, the human evolution equation that God unveils in our romantic excursion. Okay? Tells, things that, scientists, religious people have been asking for centuries. God's excited. We're waking up. But you know who's not excited? A lot of those dark entity energies who they've been, it's like the mob. The mob's been running it. And in the spirit realm, so you didn't even know what hit you. You've just been rolling around doing life how you life and thinking that's just the way it is, when really it's that entity energy that's running you, because it's keeping you at a low vibration when you have been called for higher, when the blessings are flowing and they're there for you in your life. So it is so important. Stay woke. Get in the flow. Okay? Those entity energies, it's like fighting for their life. Mind you. They're like we're entity energies. Okay? We just have a suit on. I mean, we are the vehicle for the soul, because we're here on the earth. But in the spirit realm, in the ethers, you're just floating around, life and life. And you know what I found out? I mean, some people have depicted this type of scenario in movies and stuff, where you'll see like all of this extreme stuff. You know, people wearing, I don't know, bears for hats and all kind of stuff. That is how it is in the ethers. You know, it's like, it's extravagant. It's a thing. Okay. It's a world of its own. All right. So I'm not going to give everything away. So you're going to have to get the book. Okay. But, listen, guys, just take one day at a time. Take one day at a time. Start with that 5-10 minutes. And listen, for those of you who think you know everything about God, I was there. Don't even worry about it. I was there. Okay. I was raised Pentecostal, and all of that. So I have a lot of empathy towards that community. Okay. So I understand. I get it. I was like that. I literally felt like, what do you mean? What? I am the teacher of all teachers. I know spiritual warfare, doggone it. Therefore, I am skilled and trained, and it is nothing that I don't know about God. And there was a scenario that took place in my life, and one of my friends said to me, God said that you are basing your past experience, you are basing God off of your past experiences. And I'm thinking, I would hope so. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? God is good. God is great. Let us thank him for our food. You know, that type thing. No. So I didn't see the relevance, and I found it somewhat offensive, because I had just written my first book, The Armor of God. And I mean, whoa, when I got done with that, just that level of spiritual awareness was very, very profound for me. Okay. And God does things in like a flow, right? So you will start at this space and you think that you've made it and it's the best thing, and you've attained the Akashic records or something. But when it's only a little bit of the big old pie. But God is very graceful. God caresses you, shows you love along the way, and God meets you where you are. So yes, you are adamant in whatever you have, because God already knows your heart. He already knows where you are. So God's not going to push you and, this is how it is. No, it's not even, because at the end of the day, the vision that God has for humankind, it will be fulfilled. And those that he have put in place in leadership roles, the cloaked ones, the pioneers, those are the ones that are coming forth now. We're coming out to the forefront now. Touch not my anointing. Do do my prophets no harm, lest it be better that you have a millstone tied about your neck. When my baby was 9, and she said, God's going to get him better than you can. I've always just I've chosen the love route. And that is who I am. But I have definitely found it to be, I mean, I just don't even like to hear the results when people don't pay attention. But it's important for everybody to be careful. Those who are called, you're still powerful. Hey, look, this is about the mission of the soul. And the soul will continue if you don't go with the flow. You don't have to put another suit on because you didn't cooperate. And you go back to the ethers. Not everybody reincarnates. Not everybody. I love you guys. I want you to walk in love, take one day at a time. We're going to get through this and we are going to win the game. We're going to do our part. Whatever your part is in this lifetime, you're going to do it. But you're going to live life intentionally. And you're going to be clear. And you have understanding. So it's like passing the baton when you exit. In the event that your soul is not done with its mission right now. Because not every soul is going to be done with their entire mission in this lifetime. It's not how it goes. Okay? Trust me. There'll be no, what does it say? There is no stone left unturned. I think that is it. So, I want us to get ready. Get ready to win. We're going to have a ball. And don't forget to go to bountifulgroup.com because July 18th, 2025, we're going to do the first global transformation tour world. Bring it all together. We've already been working around the world, and it's been a couple of years since we've done a transformation tour because your leader here was getting ready, was evolving, transforming, coming into the truth of who I truly am, and getting ready to guide you to the light and the truth, clarity, peace, and love, and to help your soul, offering it its freedom. And hopefully helping you to come in and accept that freedom, that emancipation. Okay? We're going to do it all together. It's wonderful. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. So what was that song that I started off with? I know that the victory shall be mine. Okay. No. That's it. If I hold my peace, let the Lord fight my battles. I know that the victory shall be mine. Victory shall be mine. Guys, I've been up for, I think, 34 hours. I know. God told me to rest. You probably can tell it in my voice. When you rest, we're on task. I know I've been away. But in a minute, hey, I have to I have to be about my Father's business. I've got so much to share with you guys to inspire you. This is amazing. The journey is no joke. It doesn't last always. No thought in the sky. Something like that. I don't know. Let me get off of here. You know me. I just go to going. Okay. Cut the words. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. I love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed our time today. I did. If you didn't. And listen, if somebody's on the side of the road, please help the lady. Somebody have their hood up, pull over. If your family is in need, how many of y'all paid your tithes, but you got a family member that needs some help, but you're judging their situation? You understand me? Get your priorities in order and straight. Let's walk in love. Do good for people. And let's get something understood and be real clear, baby. There is no empress or emperor unless they have definitely fallen, that will intentionally do something malicious to someone or do something deceptive and hurtful to someone. That's not an empress. That's a wannabe. Be careful, though. Just because everybody around here talking about, oh, they this, they that. So but before I go, let me tell you this. Just because people, it's a lot of titles going around. Emperor, empress, high priestess, this, that, and everybody want to be that. Sometimes people will talk collectively to a community of people and say, all of you are this or that. No. There's a calling. There is an appointment. There is a directive, and it is not to hurt someone or to covet someone, anything that will cause pain. Queens don't do that. Kings don't choose to do that. So be careful listening to everybody talking about what they are. What they say, you know them by their fruit. You know a person by their fruit. Get it together if this be you. Tell the truth, shame the enemy. Everybody, all these titles, I saw this young man. He was walking down the street last week. And I don't know what the communication, I think it was about, there was something going on in the streets. And he made a statement and he said, we're the chosen ones. And he was a black man. And I said, all black people aren't chosen. Like God said, not everybody is a pioneer. Not all black people are chosen. And hey, listen, you know what? Even in the book and some communication that the divine shared with me, what you will understand and come to discover, the soul is not black, white, blue, green, none of that. That's a human thing, okay? So while we're spending our time and our wills having a discussion and fighting about the color, when this is not even about you, you're like a mechanic. Oh my gosh. Self gets the benefit of rolling with the soul. That's what self does. And yes, self has to put in the work. The soul is counting on you. Counting on you to get in alignment. How do you know? Well, first of all, the Spirit revealed the human evolution equation. So it makes it very, very, very practical as far as how we come into that space and realization of who we are and what it is that we need to add and to subtract so that we can work collectively as a team, like a football team, or baseball, or whatever, lacrosse, whatever it is. If you are a part of a sports team, you don't just say, they say, look, I'm going to make you the running back. I guess that's the name of it. I'm going to make you the running back. You don't just, they said it and now you just go out on the field and do the running back. You have to, you become a part of the team and you prepare yourself. This is let's not get it twisted. This is not just you going to church and no. And God has a letter to the church leaders and a letter to humankind in the book. Reveals to us the goal of the soul. So we can be clear and have some peace about our intentional experience here. I mean, if you wanted to be on the football team, you would take all the cuts and bruises and whatever neck braces and whatever you have to go through because you chose to play that game. God created the game of life for all of humankind to experience and for us to have fun doing it. Can't you see it? Us sitting around. I can't wait. I mean, I can hardly wait for next year. I can just see it. I vision it. We sitting around and talking and we're figuring this thing out together. You with your families, communities. You got the community centers open and you got your human evolution equation and everybody is raising their vibrations and their frequencies and we are becoming aware. We're coming back to the part where, early on in the Bible days when they would say, oh yeah, the angel Gabriel just walked in. That's because they were at a higher frequency than where we are. Because we took a step back because somebody thought we were just a little too free. They had to put the little foot on the neck. And now we've been living life like BK. Now we're going to have to get it back. Okay? It's all good. But understand this. The listening to God, the heaven goers, if in the event that your soul has done all of its lifetimes and it is ready to bring it home, just waiting on you in this lifetime, yeah. Well, baby, you're going to have to go through some stuff. You're going to have to, you got to pay the piper. Okay? Get it together. Yes. Get it together. And these unions, you really have to be careful because they're the war against the unions, the divine unions. That and let me tell you how you know. It's a whole myth that, if it's a twin flame, then you don't have no issues. No, baby. If it's a twin flame, you got it's like this. I consider it like a little movie. It's a gradual, you come into the set, divine lets you feel the fire in the flame. I did a video and I said I can only recall it being one person in my life that I know my soul may love. And in that experience of soul, you'll see the colors and all kinds of things. When you close your eyes, it's very different. It's not just doing something to be doing something, but you also are teachers to each other. And there has to be ego deaths. It's going to be ego deaths because you are meeting your shadow. Now, based on how we do relationships these days, a lot of times those unions don't come back together because of the perspective of love, understanding of relationship that we don't know, for God's sake. If we think the things that we have accused God of and think that God would actually require us to do certain things, it definite sign that you don't get it. We don't know what love is, right? As a collective. Okay? So it's very important. It's just so important. Meditate, okay? Please. Go to Boho meditation, pull up the guided meditations. Boho, I like Boho meditation. I like I love Dr. Joe Dispenza, okay? Rewire that brain, baby. Rewire the brain. All right? We have to get out of those traditional ways of thinking. Definitely. Okay? And don't be fooled. And do understand that there are people who are not doing right by the knowledge that they have when it comes to divination. And they can use that against you. They want it, they just go get it at all costs. They'll lie, cheat, and steal to manipulate a scenario. But this is the time that our unions, the unions with God, the union with our earthly counterpart, because that is the power, that type of frequency, that level of unconditional love. It comes back and it holds a lot of weight in the new earth, in our heaven experience. Great contribution. But it's a price to pay. So listen, I love you guys. And that is for everything. Your calling is, come on now. Come on now, baby. I love you guys. Listen, I gotta go. I really gotta go. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh, 36 minutes. Oh, I gotta go. I love you guys. Bye.